What is spirituality? Spirituality is generally understood as a personal or cultural search for meaning, connection, and inner peace. It often deals with questions about life, purpose, morality, and the nature of existence. While religion is usually organized with rituals and doctrines, spirituality can be more personal and free-form, like meditation, yoga, or seeking inner growth. At its core, spirituality emphasizes self-awareness, exploring one's mind and consciousness, connection with nature, humanity, or a higher power, values, compassion, kindness, and detachment from ego, inner peace, practices like meditation or prayer to cultivate calmness. How some Indian Babas use spirituality for money. India has a long tradition of saints and sages, many of whom live simple lives devoted to teaching and service. But alongside genuine spiritual teachers, some so-called Babas exploit people's faith for personal gain. Here are common methods: creating a personality cult. They present themselves as godmen or having supernatural powers. Followers are encouraged to see them as divine and unquestionable, selling rituals, blessings, or cures. Charging money for special pujas, amulets, or miracle cures for health, business, or marriage issues. Sometimes they prey on vulnerable people seeking quick solutions, manipulating fear and faith, using fear of bad luck, curses, or karma to make people donate, claiming that only through them can followers attain salvation or protection. Commercial enterprises in the name of ashrams. Large ashrams that collect donations, own vast lands, and run businesses tax-free under religious exemption. Devotees may work for free, believing it to be service to God. Political and social influence. Some Babas develop ties with politicians, gaining protection and more followers. Their influence is then monetized through donations and favors. Why people get fooled. Faith and desperation. People in distress are more likely to trust miracle promises. Cultural conditioning. Respect for gurus and spiritual leaders is deeply rooted in Indian society. Charisma and psychology. Many Babas are skilled at public speaking, creating awe and trust. Community pressure. Families or groups sometimes follow a Baba collectively, making it hard for individuals to question. Important note, not all spiritual teachers misuse spirituality. Some genuinely promote peace, compassion, and wisdom without material exploitation. How to recognize genuine spirituality versus exploitation. 1. Lifestyle of the teacher. Genuine. Lives simply, transparent about finances, not obsessed with luxury. Exploitative. Owns lavish cars, palaces, or enjoys VIP treatment while preaching detachment. 1. Approach to money. Genuine. May accept voluntary donations but does not demand fees for blessings, entry, or miracle cures. Exploitative. Sells expensive rituals, promises instant solutions, or pressures devotees to give money land. Alright, let's look at some real-life examples of Indian godmen who were exposed for fraud or exploitation. These cases show how misuse of spirituality works in practice. Famous Indian Babas exposed. 1. Gurmeet Ram Rahim Singh, Dera Sacha Sauda, claims, presented himself as a spiritual leader, rock star, and even a messenger of God. Reality. Convicted of rape of followers, murder of a journalist, and involvement in forced castration of devotees. Outcome. Sentenced to 20 years in prison, later increased. His empire was worth thousands of crores. 1. Asaram Bapu claims, preached morality, celibacy, and devotion, had millions of followers in ashrams worldwide. Reality. Convicted of raping a minor girl in his ashram. Multiple land grabbing and financial fraud cases also surfaced. Outcome. Serving a life sentence in prison. 1. Nirmal Baba. Claims, became famous for his TV show Nirmal Darbar, where he gave bizarre solutions like eat samosas with chutney or wear black wallet to attract wealth. Reality. Exposed for charging huge entry fees from devotees and amassing crores through fake promises. Outcome. Faced fraud cases, show lost credibility. 1. Swami Nityananda claims, marketed himself as an enlightened master with supernatural powers. Reality. Accused in rape, kidnapping, and child abuse cases. Videos of him in compromising situations went viral. Outcome. Fled India, later declared his own nation called Kailasa. 1. Radhi Ma claims, a self-styled goddess who wore flashy clothes and jewelry. Reality. Faced allegations of exploitation of women, money extortion, and obscenity. Outcome. Not jailed, but widely discredited and mocked. Lessons from these cases. Charisma. Truth. Being popular or on TV doesn't prove spiritual wisdom. Blind faith is dangerous. Many victims were educated but vulnerable. Money plus secrecy equals sign red flag. When donations vanish into personal luxury, that's a warning sign. Power protects them for a while. Many Babas had strong political ties which delayed justice. Important note, alongside these fraudsters, India also has genuine saints and social reformers like Swami Vivekananda, Sri Ramakrishna, Anandamayi Ma, etc., who lived humbly and inspired millions without greed or abuse. The key is discerning authenticity. Perfect. Let me give you a clear and practical checklist of red flags. If you notice these patterns in a Baba or Guru, it's a strong signal they may be exploiting people rather than genuinely guiding them. Red flags of a fake or exploitative Baba. 1. Obsession with money, constantly asks for donations, fees for blessings, or special pujas. Promises that paying will solve problems, health, wealth, marriage. 1. Lavish lifestyle, owns luxury cars, gold, private jets, or massive properties while preaching detachment. 1. Claims of miraculous powers, pretends to cure diseases, materialize objects, or predict the future. 1. Demands blind faith, discourages questioning, and labels doubters as sinners. 1. Control over personal life, tells followers whom to marry, what to eat, how to spend money. 1. Cult of personality. Followers are told to bow, touch feet, chant Baba's name, or treat him/her as God. 1. Secrecy and manipulation, keeps finances hidden. 1. Political or mafia-like ties, has strong political backing, bodyguards, or criminal cases that mysteriously vanish. Signs of a genuine spiritual teacher, teaches freely or accepts voluntary donations without pressure. Lives simply, without excess luxury. Encourages self-reliance, meditation, and compassion rather than dependence. Open to questions and logical discussion. Uses funds for community service, schools, hospitals, charity.